Shalom. Kohalo Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. Video shows 10 inmates escape from New Orleans jail. And it's gonna be wild out here, man. Because while the system is breaking down, you got these types of things happening as well. And we told you it's gonna get bloody, it's gonna get real vicious out here. You know, because you got, you know, these dudes that was locked up for years. Some got life. You know, some did murders, robberies, grape, you know, or what have you. And a lot of them, they have a lot of built up anger, a lot of built up, you know, frustration for people, this world, period. And a lot of people are going to, you know, be on the receiving end of that, you know, when this shit just goes, you know, pretty much lawless. You know, all the prisoners gonna be let out. The animals gonna be let out the zoo. They gonna break out. It's gonna be real chaotic out here, man. And we told you, man. We've been telling you. We told you. And when Yahweh Bashim Yahushua shut our mouths and tell us to stop, that's when we gonna stop, man. You know. We always tell you can listen. You can take heed to the warning, or you don't have to. But that'll be on you. Right? So let's get into this, man. Y'all willing, the elect be edified. Y'all about Shemal Shah willing, the elect be edified. Shalom.
On this massive prison break, we're joined by New Orleans City Council member Eugene Green. Councilmember Green, thank you for taking the time to join us tonight. I want to start with this video that we just received of the escape. Take a look at this with us, and if you can, talk to us about what you see here. What is your reaction as you see all of these inmates just running in this massive group, leaving a prison where they are supposed to be secure for incredibly violent crimes?
I appreciate the opportunity to talk to you. And what I see there is some very dangerous inmates who are not thinking clearly, who are leaving a prison facility, going out into our community, actually putting themselves and their family members, because some of them are going to contact family members, in greater danger. If anyone is watching who knows where these inmates are, I encourage them to have them to come right back to the sheriff's office, to the Orleans Justice Center, to be reincarcerated, because they're just putting themselves in danger and also our community in danger. If anyone,
look at that, man. You see how they just they just fled, man. And these individuals, which you got a lot that are out that was never locked up. But these individuals right here, they've, you know, some of them have that mindset of not going back. I believe they caught one from the last report I've seen, but you know, there's not. That look like more than 10 to me. But whatever. The point is that, you know, they can, as soon as they get out, man, they can easily run in the house, especially if they have life, man. If they got life, you know, it's pretty much nothing, you know, that's going to pretty much stop them from going all out, man. Because they have life. You know? So you got this idiot talking about come back and be reincarcerated. Like they're gonna do that, man. They're not gonna do. They escaped for a reason. They didn't escape to come back. Now, it may happen, whatever. It may happen, but not likely. You know? But yeah, it's gonna be terror in these streets soon. It's gonna be real terror. And this is in New Orleans. New Orleans is already a fucking demonic place, man. But it's gonna be real terror out here for a lot of you people, man.
to be reincarcerated because they're just putting themselves in danger and also our community in danger. If anyone is hurt because of their actions, let me tell you, the consequences will be so severe that they will regret that they didn't simply walk back in after that silly looking escape that happened just this morning.
Councilmember, watching this and seeing how it seems like they were able to just get out and just jog and go, no immediate resistance there. It is hard to believe this could happen in 2025 in New Orleans. This is a jail that is overseen and run by the sheriff there. Do you think the sheriff should resign?
Oh, I'm going to reserve judgment with regards to that matter. I mean, she's taken matters into her own hands. As NBC has reported, that at least 3 staff members have been suspended. I'm going to wait and determine what the evidence shows relative to what should have been done. Certainly, there are significant lapses in security to make this even possible. But in terms of the specifics relative to the sheriff, I will wait and see. Because on a job like this, to be very honest with you, there's somebody who participated likely on the inside or the outside. They felt too comfortable leaving that facility. But anyone who's helped them has got to know that you will suffer severe consequences also, that you will be charged, and that you are putting your...
As a council member, when you hear these reports as a council member of claims from the sheriff that they were short staffing, in some reports I've seen her say they were 60% short on staffing that day. At different points, as we heard Priya reporting there, saying there were inoperable security cameras, also saying there were defective locks. And at one point I've seen interviews where the sheriff said that it would cost something like $5 million to bring the locks up to current standards. How did this jail get in this position to begin with? Who is in charge for overseeing that they have the money, that they have the staff, all of this to carry out their day-to-day tasks? Is it city council?
Yeah, sure. Ultimately, the city council provides money according to specific requests.
And then you have a lot of, Israelites that's locked up for trumped up charges they didn't commit. So, and they railroading them in there. So, Jake feel like, hey, they doing me wrong, man. I gotta, make some moves. And Jake ain't got no patience, man. And Esau, Edom, they don't like this because they will rather see you niggas locked up anyway. Right? Along with this sellout nigga right here. They would love to see you locked up anyway, man. So they saying in their minds, damn, we locked them up and they still got out, man. We can't have this. We gotta make things right. We gotta lock them down even. We gotta lock down even tighter now. This is how much disdain and hatred Esau Edom has for you Jakes, man. Right? Which this whole fucking country is a prison, for the Israelites. It's a prison anyway, man. America, Babylon the Great is a prison for Israelites, man. Everywhere Israelites dwell is a prison. Right? This is why this kingdom is going to be destroyed. And the Lord is going to free his people, and you're not going to be able to catch them. You're not going to be able to, lock them back up. It's not going to happen, man. Even though a lot of our people are all wicked as hell and they deserve to be locked up. This is why Yahweh Hashem Yahushua created Esau to be the wicked for the wicked of our people, man. But, still in all, this system is all bogus. It's set up to railroad Jake. And Jake, he fed up with it, man. So he won out. But still in all, you got to deal with this, man. You don't know what these dudes was locked up for. They might see the first home, break in the door and take hostages. You seen this on the movies and things like that. Which these movies are imitating life.
that are made. The money has to be made available, of course. But at the end of the day, with regards to the locks and the others, I'll look at what those requests are. But the city council did not turn down opportunities to fund to make sure that the security measures that were needed were in place. There has been talk of the jail being built in a way that wasn't sensitive to potential incidents such as this, and also security inside. We've heard those. We've been very open to receiving suggestions and to making monies available to make those things happen. I'm not so sure that that is what happened on this morning to allow 10 people to cut through a wall and to just run. I don't know. I don't see the locks that they picked. I don't see that happened that way. At the end of the day, we want to make it as safe as possible. But what I see is some very dangerous individuals who don't care about themselves and don't care about the community.
And your message to them tonight is what? Turn themselves in?
Oh, absolutely. They should turn themselves in because they're in danger. They're in danger in the community. They're also a danger to members of the community. But honestly, those who they have affected through their terrible crimes are going to be protecting themselves tonight, and they're going to be ready if you should come and try to do something to them. There is enhanced security in our city right now. No one is going to allow you.
So this is the 10, and they all Jakes. All of them, man. Look at this demon. Antoine Massey. He looks like a demon, man. You know, they caught Kendall Miles. They caught this Jake already. But it's not that large, and they're all Jakes, man. You know? So, hey, you see it, man. These are, you know, these is what the scriptures would consider 2/3, man. These 2/3 niggas, they just, you know, minister society, damn ministers to their own people, because they don't fuck with nobody else, man. They only terrorize their own people. And you got millions more out that's not locked up, man. That's like these niggas, man. So this is why Esau Edom was created. For these types of niggas. And the scriptures speak about what type of people they are, man. Let's get the scripture real quick. This is Proverbs, right? Proverbs chapter 17. Proverbs chapter 17, verse 11. It said, an evil man seeketh only rebellion, right? And these will be considered evil men, right? Rebellious niggas that couldn't, you know, make it in, you know, regular society or whatever. So they resorted in doing it their own way, and they got their ass locked up, man. They were very, you know, rebellious. It says, therefore, a cruel messenger shall be sent against him. And they have become cruel messengers. And a cruel messenger it could be in the form of Esau Edom, right? Because Esau Edom don't even want to lock you up now, man. He want to put you to death. So a lot of these Jakes, they're going to get put to death, man. Right? Because they're rebellious. And these Jakes right here are going to be sent as cruel messengers to somebody else, man, that's rebellious. So you see how that works, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua uses everything and everybody for his pleasure, man. For his pleasure.
You to continue to roam through our city right now and to be a threat to our citizens, our residents, and our visitors. Turn yourselves in, because at the end of the day, you're not going to get away permanently. And all you're doing right now is endangering yourself and endangering the community. In addition to your family members, some of them are going to be caught at family residences. And that's just terrible that you would do that to your family members.
Councilmember Green, thank you for taking the time to join us and for answering our questions. We really appreciate it.
I appreciate you all giving me the opportunity to tell you what I feel about what is going on in our city. I want the nation to know that New Orleans is going to leave no stone unturned in bringing those who are escaped right now back into custody. We are going to work cooperatively across law enforcement communities to get this done. But I appreciate the opportunity for you that you have given me to talk about this situation.
Councilman Green.
And these hey, man. Jake gonna go home. He gonna hug his mom, and they're gonna come and they're gonna, you know, throw his ass down, and I don't know, man. Maybe they might not make it back to the jail, man. Maybe they may have a standoff, and some of them they're gonna steal a car and try to flee to another state or whatever. You never know with Jake, man. He gonna everything is free game and open game for Jake now, man. Because he knows some of them, you know, like I said, they facing life sentences. Some got 10 more years to do. So, you know, Jake probably like, man, I'm gonna just go all out, man. Whatever. That could very well happen, and they may go back to the spirit world, man. They may not even make it back to the jail. You know, and that's you know, that's the life you live as a nigga. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 18. It reads, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. Yeah, because Jake gonna do all that, man. I can see all 10 of these Jakes doing that, man. Well, 9 now because they caught one. But I can see them coming up in the house, going through your stuff, robbing you, probably doing something to your wife because they ain't have nothing in some years, probably put you to death and flee, right? I can see Jake doing that, man, because his back is up against the wall and he ain't going out without a fight. So it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. Yeah, he ain't gonna have no pity on you, man. Ain't nothing you gonna be able to tell them, Jake. It says, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, man. Right? This hell that's chasing them. The fact that they could be locked up and some more charges gonna be put on top of the charges they already had, man. So Jake is not even looking to go back, man. He's gonna be a terror to the city. I skipped 18. Let's go to 18. 2nd Ezra 15 and 18. It said, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Yeah, because, you know, them people out there in New Orleans, they see this video and they live close to that jail. They're going to be in fear, man, because they don't want, or they probably strapped up. They said if one of them niggas come here, hey, they're going to leave here in a box. And that's really what they want, man. They really want Jake unalived, man. They don't want Jake back in the jail. I mean, either way, it works for them. It works for this devil. But they would rather see you 6 feet than in back in jail, man. Right? And that's crazy. But this is the devil you working with, man. This is the devil that you dealing with. And this is you under his rulership right now. And you ain't figured that out yet. You know? So yeah, man. Let's get the last one. We're gonna shut it down. This is 2nd Ezra 14 and verse 16. 2nd Ezra 14 and verse 16. It says, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. Yeah, because it's gonna get real vicious out here, and it's gonna be a terror. It's gonna be terrible out here. Right? You know, you think what you're seeing now is terrible. Wait a little bit longer. You're gonna see, man. It says, for look how much the world shall be weaker with age. And this kingdom is weak. To whereas you could break out of jail and you know, pry open a door or however they got out, you know, and just run out, man. It says, for look how much the world shall be weaker with age, so much more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. And this is evils that's going to increase on people. Whoever these non-Jakes come into contact with, hey, they're not going to pity them, man. They're going to look for a way out. They're going to look to try to get away, man. And they said they had a 7-hour head start. Ain't no telling, man. Jake probably went and cut all his hair off, his beard, you know, all that, man. Except that nigga that had the tattoos on his face, he can't get away. See, you niggas is stupid, man. But whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I was gonna play another part, but I'm gonna just leave it there. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua willing, the elect with other Father, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakah Kadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. To the next lesson, I'm gonna say Shalom.